2024 presidential candidate Tim Scott taking on the ladies of The View after their controversial comments about the Republican senator's race.
And one of the reasons why I'm on the show is because of the comments that were made, frankly, on this show, that the only way for a young African-American kid to be successful in this country is to be the exception and not the rule. That is a dangerous, offensive, disgusting message to send to our young people today. I thought he started off on the right foot on that issue. It is 100%.
No, not here. I'm sorry, sir. Do not boo. This is The View.
Yeah, because I'm not sitting up now.
Sit down. Go up and tell him. Yeah. Go tell him.
Tell him from the mountain.
We have to go to commercial. We'll come down.
I think y'all have commercial breaks.
OutKick host Tomi Lahren joins us now. Tommy, just going to set the record straight. Never have had a producer come walk out on set and tell me I need to rap, although they did threaten to do it today. Don't tempt them, Carly says. But your reaction to the spectacle that The View and their audience put Tim Scott through yesterday?
Well, first of all, I commend him for going on a show like The View. We need more Republicans going on shows like this to get the message out to those that might not always be listening and receiving our message. So I hope that we have more Republicans invited on The View. I know that that's already a hurdle to get invited. But what those ladies, and I use that term loosely based on their behavior, what they should have done with somebody like a Senator Tim Scott is they should have sat back, they should have listened, and they should have taken notes. Because this is somebody who is not only an incredibly successful American, but an incredibly successful American black man who is running for president, who is preaching a message of opportunity, optimism, and accomplishment to young Americans, to all Americans, to black Americans, to white Americans. And they should have listened, and they should have heard his message, and then they should have changed their rhetoric to match. Because what he is doing is inspiring people, and all they do is preach victimhood. And all they do is preach oppression and division. So I commend him for what he did. I didn't expect any different with the going to commercial break when he would try to respond or the audience booing him. But I do think that it was productive for him and for the country to be exposed to that. Congratulations to him. He is the winner in that situation, and those ladies, obviously, the losers.
He really went into the lion's den. The King Lion, Queen Lion, whatever. Joy Behar wasn't even there for Monday's show. Scott calling her out on Hannity last night.
Can you imagine an extreme liberal, an elitist telling me how to be a black man in America when she's a white lady who dresses up in blackface? I can't believe the hypocrisy that comes out of that show sometimes.
Look, Tommy, I know we live in crazy times, but I still can't get past this. The gall of telling a black man that he does not know what it's like to live as a black man when you are a white woman. Does the left really think that that's appropriate?
They do if you're the ladies of The View or you exist in your little echo chamber bubble, which is essentially what The View is. But the fact that Joy Behar, and not just to Tim Scott, but to others, have really said that they understand the plight of black people in this country and the oppression of black people in this country, and then they hear from an actual black American in this country, and they believe that they know better. I mean, that just goes to show white liberalism at work. I don't expect anything different. I wish she would have been there, though. I think that would have been a real fireworks show. Maybe next time.
All right. Finally, California Governor Gavin Newsom calling Ron DeSantis a small, pathetic man and threatening him with kidnapping charges after migrant flights arrived in Sacramento over the weekend. What do you make of this outburst in light of the fact that Democrats themselves set the precedent for transporting migrants from the border into the interior?
Yes, and I don't hear California Governor Gavin Newsom talking about New York City Mayor Eric Adams and his plan to bus these migrants into other places of New York, especially upstate New York. I don't hear him calling Eric Adams a small, pathetic man, but that's because we know Gavin Newsom doesn't want to run against Eric Adams. He wants to run against Ron DeSantis. So I have long said this, Todd, and I'm going to just reiterate it once again. I believe that Gavin Newsom will run in 2024 if it looks like Ron DeSantis is going to be our nominee nominee. He's electioneering, he's taking shots at red state governors, and especially going after Governor Ron DeSantis. So I think that he is just vying to be that competitor. I'm going to hold on to that prediction, and you can tell me later if I'm right.
I was thinking you were thinking 2028. I was like, wow, Tomi looking 5 years out in the future? No, she's talking about next year. We will see. Tomi Lahren, as always, a pleasure. Thank you, my friend.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.